Hello everyone, and welcome to be playing Zax. I'll teach you guys how to play. I'm playing on Trade Cards Online, and well, when you make a deck, you'll have to separate them, the player card, and the player card will appear here. Alright, you don't see my mouse. I'll fix that. Wait a minute. And here you see the player card. It will appear here. That's our trash of the game. It's like the drop zone. And this is a starting card where you have to search a deck. So it's the view and search it and put it to the top, and then you just drag it out here. So each player starts with 4 in their hand. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm playing red, color red. There is, I think, 5 colors. My opponent is Neo, and he's using a blue and black. Although it's purple, it's a black. Let's see. I think my hand is okay, so I'll keep 2. And then after that, you move the top 4 cards to your that's your life. Each time you take a damage to your life, like when they attack your player directly, that means without a Zex card. Zex cards are the units or monster cards, which we can play on the field. So when they attack your player, you'll lose life, and the life will be moved to the charge. I'll explain about that later. So and we start with two resource, which is like the mana or land in Magic the Gathering. So you use the mana to pay the cost, or resource to pay the cost for the cards, which is at the top left. So, and we decide, no, the winner gets to decide. Winner of the dice roll gets to decide who goes first. So the player who goes first doesn't get to draw, but they can do everything else, including attack. That means you can just call or summon like a cost 3 if you put a resource here. Each turn you can only place 1 resource unless if you have a skill or ability which can help you add more resource. Wait, is my opponent gone? Well, what is my opponent doing? I don't know. We have to wait for him. Let's wait a bit. Yo, where are you? Roll dice. Wait a minute. And we're back. So the player starting first don't get to draw, but I'll start first because I get to attack. And I won the roll, so I'll go first. Oh, so each turn, after the first turn, the players get to draw 2 cards. That means one gets to go to the resource and another goes to, well, for summoning or calling. And now when you place a resource here, you right click them to tap them or rest them. In this game we call it sleep, and when they stand up it's called reboot. So I sleep 3 resource to call what's her name? Blacksmith Reinforce. So we know the ability. This is a life bringer when, well, I won't be explaining that, I guess. not in this video, but it's like a heal trigger, something like that. So I'll attack. When you attack, the opponent's Zex or card takes damage equals to your attacking Zex power. The power is also the like health or life that the card has. So I deal 5,000 damage to my opponent's Zex, and when it's destroyed, it goes to the charge. And so I end my turn. Right. When you can place the Zex when you summon it to whichever circle you like, except the player circle. Opponent's player circle, yes. You can place it on your own circle, but if you want to replace a card, you cannot replace cards on sleep. It means you can replace it if the cards are on reboot. Otherwise, you are unable to replace it. So it's my opponent's turn to make a move. So they place something on their player circle because to protect their player. Otherwise, they will take damage on my next attack. And they attack my reinforce. So reinforce goes to the charge. And I get to draw 2 cards. Oh, not too bad. I got this card. Himiko. So there's also a trigger-like system, but I'll explain it later. Let's see. Cheerful Sun God. Upland. I'll keep that. Tough choices. 5, 6, 7. I'll put this here. And then I'll use cost 4. Call this card. This card is very good. All my red cards deal 1000 more damage. Yes, including spell cards or magic cards. These are called events in this game. So I have 5,500 attacks. Right, the attacker will not take damage unless if it's an event card. Yep. So like if I have 4,500 and I attack him, the card will not die unless specified. And the opponent's card takes 4,500 points of damage. So they will have 500 life points left. Your Zex card, a monster card, will have that much left. Let's see. What will my opponent do? 5,500. The thing about this game is that let's see. How do I explain? Well, for cards with abilities, for their cost, they're good, but they have one weakness where they have lower power. So, like vanillas, also in Cardfight Vanguard, vanillas have higher power. Right, and ignition is where you move after your resource phase, where you put a resource. You can skip resource phase too. You can move one of your charge to the trash to check the top card of your deck. If it has an ignition, well, at the side here, there's an ignition symbol. That is an ignition. When you get that, you can use the card without paying the cost. Like if it's a Zex card, a monster card, you can place it on the field directly. And if it's an event, you can use the ability without paying the cost. And as you can see, he summoned a vanilla with higher attack, so my card goes to the charge. Okay. he has a lot of vanilla where I like to play with cards with ability, and that is not all that good. At the same time, it's good, but I don't know how to explain it. Let's see, what can I do? I would like to take care of this card. That means I have to call this card. Discard 2, 3, 4,000, update your resource. So I'll use the ignition. You can use ignition more than one time per turn. Yes. Oh, but they don't have cards on their normal square. These are called squares, normal squares, and these are player squares, which are not normal squares. But I already got an ignition. I could use this one too, but I don't want to risk it, because if the cards are not the ignition, it goes to the trash. If it is an ignition, it goes to the trash as well. So pay a cost of 5. And attack. I have a higher power. So my opponent's card will die. It goes to the charge. This is just the early game. During the late game, a lot of cards will appear at the same time, and yeah, it's quite interesting. Ignitions, they do change the flow of the game, but not as much as triggers in Cardfight Vanguard. Because, how do I explain? The cards with ignition are not of high cost. Zex cards with ignition are cost 3. That means they will have at most 5,000 power. But some abilities let them have more power. But their base will not be higher than 5,000. He used Drough's ability. When you pay the cost for an ability, you can use. You need to use at least one type of resource of the color, and that's the same for paying the cost to call or summon a card. Oh, and they do nothing. Okay, that's good for me. And reboot phase, draw phase, resource phase. Currently I'm able to do some direct damage. Let's see. I want to keep these, but let's see. Alright then, I'll put tough choice. Put this in then. Since I don't really need to deal that much damage. So let's see. I have 2, 4, 6. Pay 4. This here. To attack. Let's see. I'll attack. $5,500. This is a cost 3, if you can't see it clearly. This is a cost 2, this is 4. And when you attack the opponent directly, you get to choose one of their life. If it's an ignition, well, you can use it like during the ignition phase, but it's not an ignition phase. So that means cards that have ability that he chose to damage. Oh well. So that's an ignition. The card's ability is put the card from your top of the deck to the resource in sleep if you have, and then after that, if you have 10 or more resource, put another one from the top of your deck to your resource in sleep. Okay. And then if it's an ignition, goes to the trash. If it's not, it goes to the resource. And I still have another attack. So I'll attack the player again. Right. Cards sets can only attack circles adjacent to it. So yes, that's another ignition. So he can play it on the field wherever he wants. I don't know if we have the option to don't want to activate the ignition, but I believe that we don't really have the choice to, yeah. So I'm done, and it's the opponent's turn. I have this ready to kill this card. Oh right, I guess you read up on the rules. I did read up on the rules too, but I skipped on that one. Yeah. Red mostly deals damage, and they have reboot abilities, and some with power increase too. Green has, well, resource. What else? And move other cards to the resource on the field to the resource. And blue bounces cards back to the opponent's hands or even the deck, and they have abilities which allows them to draw cards. Oh, this costs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, this costs 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 6. Oh, this card. What does it do again? Oh, put 2 cards from your charge to the trash to, I believe, destroy a card in the normal square with a odd cost number. What? He ended his turn? Are you not attacking my player? Well, it doesn't matter. One and two. Let's see. Now we have now that we have the cards. Put this here. Oh, he forgot about it. Okay. 8,500. So let's see. Deal 3,000 to it. Oh, I can do this then. No. Normal square only. Oh well. Then I'll do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, I can do that. This is cost 4. attack. The ability is when another of your Zach's card, destroys an opponent's square. No, opponent's Zach's. Yes. Choose an opponent's Zach's in a normal square and deal 3000 damage to it. So I'll kill his player card and then deal 3000 to this, and my player will attack this card. Okay. Alright. My red card deals 1000 more damage. I forgot about that. That means I can kill it either way. Wow. The opponent has a very, very big hand. What will my opponent do? Oh, ignition. So this. Oh, not an ignition card. I should do an ignition, right? You can have a maximum of 4 charge. Oh. That's what's it called? Evil Seed. When this card is put to the trash from the deck, you can use the ability, like just now. Let's see. Cost 3 or less, and I have none. Yeah. The ability is that it can destroy one of my cost 3 or less cards, but I have none. Yes. Let's see. What will my opponent do? Oh, this one. This card, when it's destroyed, it goes to the resource instead of the charge. Which in a way is good. Oh, he's trying to kill one of my things. Oh. Oh darn. I'm unable to kill it with my card. Of course. Because Athena can deal more damage. Well then. I can still kill his card. Right, damage dealt only lasts until the end of the turn. So let's see, I have enough resource. That's a cost 4. But this card is one of my few main cards. When it destroys cost 3 or less X, it can reboot. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just the right cost, but I'll keep it for now. Let's see. Am I able to kill it for 2000 damage? I'm able to kill it, but I'm unable to kill this. Oh well, I'll kill this first. Oh right. I'll use ignition. That'll help. Yep, I got something. What's this card called? Goddess of the Hunt, Artemis. I got very lucky this time. Let's see, I'll can have a maximum of 4. I'll use it again. Doesn't hurt. Nope. Although I'll pay the cost. 3 to call this card. Let's see, should I call it here? No. I'll call it here. Ability. Imperium minus, let's see, 3k? No, 2k. 2k damage. I think I won because they have no resource in reboot, and they cannot play events. Like during a battle, they can play events, and I can do so too. Attack. Death 1, reboot, but right, they could survive. That's interesting. Well, I'll try to go for game. Attack player. So, oh, it's a, what's it called? It's an ignition. Wow, my opponent is pretty lucky too, I guess. I'll kill Imperium. So I'm done. Well, let's see. I think I could win next turn. Because this card, when it destroys... Oh, right, it needs to destroy or cost 3 Zex in a normal square. So it can't be in the player square. Right. Well then. Oh well, never mind. I have these two to help me protect my card. Or cards. I have 4. 4. Reboot. Oh no, that card. I don't like that card. It will kill both of these, I guess. 9,500. You discard a card and you kill as many cost 3 or less cards on the field as you want. So, kills 1 and 2. That's the reason why I use the ignition, because you can kill this card. Let's see, did he draw? Yes. Yes, he did. You can check the log. Like it's like in Cardfight Capital, but a little different. Right, you click I'm done when you declare enter. They have two resource on tap or on reboot, but I don't think. Why is ruined there? Because you played there. React. And his card is gone. And I don't think True Reboot can help him. After you use an event, the card goes to the trash. No, it's not broken. Nothing in this game is broken. Let's see, untap. Oh, refresh. I mean, reboot. Let's see. I have life, but let's use some mission. Mission. Wow, I'm so lucky. Okay, that's good. I'll pay a cost of 3. This here. I think I won. Attack. Even if, oh wait, if it's a heal, he can survive. Attack. Life recover is like you put the top card of your deck back to your life without having it fixed up. And no, it's not a life recovery. So good game. Also, after a game finishes, if you lost, you have to click on this end game and what's it called? Declare that your opponent is the winner, or you'll be stuck in the server for a bit, and you'll not be able to play a second game. And thank you guys for watching. I hope this cards helped you guys. Yes, thank you.